The chainsaw for bureaucracy. Chainsaw!
Is Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency initiating a hostile takeover? Elon Musk has denied claims that the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, is leading a hostile takeover of the United States government.
I actually just call myself a humble tech support here.
All whilst he and his team demolished federal agencies without providing any proof or evidence of systematic corruption and waste. A new CNN survey found that just 35% of Americans held a positive view of the billionaire Trump advisor, a full 10 percentage points lower than the president. More than 6 in 10 Americans said Musk had neither the right experience nor the judgment to carry out a unilateral overhaul of the federal government. The CEO of Tesla, SpaceX, and owner of social media platform X defended his work.
The people voted for major government reform, and that's what people are going to get. They're going to get what they voted for.
A Washington Post analysis found that over the course of more than 20 years, Musk and his businesses have received at least $38 billion in government contracts, loans, subsidies, and tax credits.
When Elon Musk and his tens of billions of dollars of government contracts essentially makes at least $8 million a day from the taxpayers. If you want to uncover waste, fraud, or abuse, start there.
But how did Elon Musk become the figurehead of DOGE? And does he really have that much power?
Tesla's now worth more than GM and Ford. Do you have comments on Elon Musk?
Because he's one of our great geniuses, and we have to protect our genius. You know, we have to protect Thomas Edison, and we have to protect all of these people.
Musk later commended the Trump administration for its controversial business-driven response to the COVID pandemic. 2 years later, Musk posted a series of tweets that Trump was too old to be president, saying, "I don't hate the man, it's just time for Trump to hang up his hat and sail into the sunset." This was in response to Trump saying that Musk creates driverless cars that crash and builds rocket ships to nowhere. In July 2024, after the first assassination attempt on Donald Trump, Elon Musk announced on X, "I fully endorse President Trump and I hope for his rapid recovery." Musk went on to spend $119 million on a political action committee to help make Trump's second campaign possible.
Every day from now until the election, we're giving out $1 million prize. And all you have to do is sign a petition in support of the Constitution.
Musk was appointed the leader of the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, alongside biotech billionaire Vivek Ramaswamy, their main goal being to dismantle government bureaucracy, slash excess regulations, cut wasteful expenditures, and restructure federal agencies. Vivek Ramaswamy subsequently exited the program hours after Trump took office due to clashes with Elon Musk.
I'm super rooting for success and hopeful for success for what's going to come from a technology-driven approach. But that's we had a different philosophy and approach and emphasis.
Talk that shit!
Musk wasted no time in getting to work. USAID, the US Agency for International Development, was one of the first agencies that President Trump and DOGE targeted for cuts.
This is a gigantic fraud loophole. So they've given billions of dollars, in fact, we estimate tens of billions of dollars, to NGOs that are essentially scams.
As the world's largest provider of humanitarian aid, USAID channeled nearly $32.5 billion in aid to countries such as Ukraine, Jordan, and Ethiopia.
Look at all the fraud that he's found in this USAID. It's a disaster what the people, radical left lunatics, they have things that nobody would have even believed.
In a post on X on February 3rd, Musk accused the agency of being a criminal organisation and said he spent the weekend feeding USAID into the wood chipper.
We have massive amounts of fraud that we caught. I think we probably caught way over a lot of billions of dollars already in, 2 weeks?
Yes.
And it's going to go to numbers that you're not going to believe.
But the president did not provide any evidence to this claim.
A judge is ordering the Trump administration to temporarily reinstate foreign aid funding. It is the latest blow to the administration's sweeping efforts to halt international aid.
Trump promised to cancel the education department and turn any remaining power over to individual states.
Your state is going to control your children's education. We're moving it out of Washington.
He said that the federal government should not have control over schools because it was staffed with bureaucrats that hate our children.
In a few moments, I will sign an executive order to begin eliminating the Federal Department of Education once and for all.
DOGE recently disclosed that because of some of the government contracts it had cancelled, there is a potential saving to US taxpayers of $55 billion. But questions have been raised in respect to the accuracy of the $55 billion.
DOGE triple counted a $655 million contract, claiming more than $1.8 billion in savings that didn't exist. DOGE claimed it saved $8 billion by canceling a contract with the Office of Diversity and Civil Rights at ICE. If you look a little closer, you can see the number is actually $8 million.
According to the website PolitiFact, US government contracts go through a transparent bid process and are reviewed to avoid fraud and waste, which contradicts DOGE's claims. But how are the federal government responding? Musk said in a recent interview with Fox Business that his assignment wasn't complete and pointed to Social Security and other social safety net programs.
Most of the federal spending is entitlements. That's like the big one to eliminate.
We are not going to eliminate Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. That's sheer nonsense. President Trump has said that from the very beginning, and he's the guy sitting behind the Resolute desk.
Musk and DOGE have been hit with nearly 24 lawsuits since the start of Trump's second term. Despite Trump's close alliance with Musk, even he seemed to indicate that it was time to rein him in. We say the scalpel rather than the hatchet, the president wrote in a social media post. In conclusion, the figures DOGE have published have question marks in relation to their validity, with Elon Musk heading up the department and now seemingly being reined in by President Trump. The Tesla share price continues to fall, so much so that Trump himself bought a Tesla and endorsed the product on the White House lawn, even though as president, he is unable to drive.
This is a different panel than I've had. Everything's computer.
There are nobody-elected Elon demonstrations taking place across America, whilst activist groups are targeting Tesla showrooms and dealerships.
I think Tesla needs a new CEO. The business has been neglected for too long.
After the recent turbulence within cabinet and across federal departments, Elon Musk, the man who was once seen as the real-life Iron Man, is now in some circles considered a Nazi sympathizer.
How are you running your other businesses?
With great difficulty.
The question should be asked whether Elon Musk should continue to lead DOGE.
Elon Musk, DOGE. Perhaps you've heard of it.
Don't forget to click like and subscribe and leave your comments below.